The ancients whispered a truth we often forget. Barking dogs seldom bite, but cast your gaze to the corner. There sits a figure watching, listening, uttering absolutely nothing. That is the anomaly you must fear. If you are the quietest soul in the room, you know the weight of their gaze. They underestimate you. Their voices rise over yours. They mistake your calculated silence for mere shyness, or worse, they brand you as slow, disengaged. They assume that because you are not broadcasting every fleeting thought, you possess none. But they could not be more wrong. Psychology unveils a darker truth. The quietest person in the room is often the most formidable. While the crowd clamors for attention, you are engaged in something far more dangerous. You are collecting data. Here lies the reason why the world should fear, or at least deeply respect, the silent ones. Consider the concept of data asymmetry. The loud are transparent. When a man speaks constantly, he lays his cards upon the table. He reveals his insecurities, his strategies, his emotional triggers. He hands you the very blueprint required to dismantle him. But you are a vault. In your silence, you create a psychological power vacuum. Humanity is terrified of the unknown. When they cannot read you, they project their deepest fears onto you. You become a blank slate, a mirror reflecting their own anxieties back into their eyes. You are not quiet because you lack words. You are quiet because you are assessing the threat level of the environment before you engage. You are playing chess while they are playing checkers. Yet, gathering intelligence is only half the battle. The true danger of the quiet observer lies not just in what they know, but in what they choose to withhold. This brings us to the economy of action. Psychology draws a sharp line between reaction and response. The loud, reactive masses are slaves to their impulses. Poke them, and they explode. They are tragically predictable. But the quiet one has mastered the sacred gap between stimulus and response. You possess high inhibitory control. You can feel the heat of anger, the rush of excitement, or the sting of offense, yet your face remains stone. This makes you impossible to control. Manipulators despise you because their illusions fail against your resolve. You do not take the bait. And when you finally do speak, the room falls deathly silent. Why? Scarcity. In economics, value is driven by rarity. Words are no different. Your silence drives the value of your speech to the heavens. When the quiet one speaks, it cuts through the noise like a knife, for everyone knows you do not waste breath on nonsense. While impulse control and observation forge strength, they do not explain the primal intimidation people feel in your presence. That stems from the most unnerving trait of all, self-sufficiency. Most souls make noise because they require external validation to feel alive. They need the room's gaze to confirm their existence. You have no such need. Comfort in silence signals high status. It signals that you require nothing from those around you. You are not begging for approval. In evolutionary psychology, the true leader is not the one screaming the loudest, but the one who remains calmest in the chaos. They fear you because they sense you are perfectly fine on your own. You cannot be socially starved into submission. You are a fortress while they run about desperate to be liked. You sit there, perfectly content, watching the show. That level of independence is terrifying to those who rely on the herd. So let us reframe this fear. Society tells the introvert, the quiet soul, to emerge from their shell that success demands. Noise, do not listen. Their silence is not a defect. It is a filter. It repels the foolish and commands respect from the wise. You do not need to be loud to be strong. A lion does not need to roar to prove it is dangerous. It merely has to look at you. So the next time someone asks, "Why are you so quiet?" simply smile. Let them wonder. You know exactly what you are doing. You are not hiding. You are waiting. If you belong to this silent order, Leave a chess pawn emoji in the comments. I want to see the strategists among us. And if you value these insights, subscribe and join our ranks so you never miss what comes next.